Good evening. It's January 31st. Devon's meat chickens hatched on December 13th. They are 7 weeks old as of today. I'm going to show you their growth and their feeders and waterers. I have not done chores yet. I did chores around this exact same time yesterday, so it's been roughly 24 hours. I'm going to show you what their feeders look like. Typically, by the time I make this video, I've already done waters and feeders, or one or the other at least. Today I decided to do it before the sun goes down and show you the level of their food and water prior to doing chores at a 24-hour marker. You are going to be shocked at what these waters look like. I know you've heard me in the previous videos telling you that how much they're eating and drinking, but today you get to see it for yourself of how empty the feeders and waterers are. We have a few less meat chickens in this video than we had last week, and it's not because any of them have died. It is because Devon snuck over here yesterday while I was at work and stole some of the meat chickens. I made the mistake of talking about Butcher Day. Butcher Day will be not this coming up weekend, but the weekend after. I should have never started talking to her about Butcher Day so close to Butcher Day. I wanted to make sure that she had her mind right and is prepared to be here to help with the packaging of the chickens. She will not kill or butcher, gut, none of that, but she has agreed to help package at least. So I wanted to make sure that she was prepared and knew when the first butcher date was going to be. I plan to do hopefully 30 to 40, depending on if she can hold out that long. I don't think I've mentioned this, not this past Monday, but the Monday before, she actually had a heart attack. And I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned, Devon actually has cancer. So she gets extremely tired very, very easily. Just the simplest tasks wear her out. So I have a lot more get up and go and stamina than she does by far. Hopefully my middle daughter will be here. She can package as well. I taught her when I did my fall batch. That was her first time ever packaging, and she actually liked doing it. So hopefully she will be here and not gone for that weekend, and she'll be able to help Devon. That'll allow Devon to take some breaks. They can tag team. They can do it together. However they choose to do it, I don't care. But hopefully that will help her out quite a bit. But yeah, she snuck over here. She stole some meat chickens. I caught her on my back driveway camera coming into the gate and leaving with a box. And it's like, what is in that box, honey? She got meat chickens in there. She's been sending me pictures talking about how happy they are and how she has pardoned their lives. Those meat chickens that she took will never make it back over here to butcher. I would have to literally sneak over there in the middle of the night like a ninja bandit and get those chickens back. This is the lady that can't butcher anything. She actually, up until this past summer, she had 2 meat chickens that were about 2 years of age. She had them names, Linebacker and Linebacker's sister was their names. And she kept them alive until they were about 2 years old. The way she did that was to control their feeding. But these girls were huge. Linebacker, she had to be about 15 inches wide, guys. It was the biggest meat chicken I've ever seen in my life. She was probably tough as heck if we would have butchered her and ate her, but Devon buried her with flowers and all of that. She may even have a darn gravestone on her, knowing her, but she loved that chicken to death, and she kept it alive that long. It is not typical for jumbo broilers to live that long. You do have to really control their eating. You cannot feed them out like a meat chicken, but she raised it as a pet that laid eggs that she loved dearly. It was probably one of her most favorite chickens out of the 1,000 chickens or so that she actually has. So more power to her. That is not what I do with meat chickens. But let's take a look at these meat chickens and talk about their eating and their drinking. So here they are. They are getting quite big. As you can see, there is my hand on the back of one. They're almost as wide as my hand. Not sure how many inches wide my hand or long my hand is, but never really measured that. But they are quite big. They are very, very heavy. They're laying around just like a meat chicken does. They lay and eat. They lay and drink. They are not a very active breed of chicken. This is so funny, guys. That meat chicken doesn't want her in here. That is a chocolate Orpington. That is actually Devon's chicken too. Not last week, but the week before when we had our massive negative degree temperatures. Devon brought me, 15, 16 or so of her Orpingtons that were chicks for me to take care of for her during that freeze. They are still living here. I've put them with my flock this past weekend to get them out of the brooder. They are way too big to be in a brooder, but I don't know when she's coming back to get them. It's funny because these meat chickens are Devons. This is Devons, and these Orpingtons want in this pen so badly. I guess they know that these are their siblings and they want to be where all the rest of their mama's chickens are. So they love, every time I open, that's why I have this board up right here, is to as a slight attempt to keep them out. But enough about them. This is one of the 25-pound feeders. As you can see right there, 25 pounds. It holds crumble. That is the feed level. They are darn near out of food. I filled this up yesterday evening around this same exact time. The other feeder, as you can see, it's starting to tip. Come on, little Orpington, get down, honey. It is starting to tip, so that means that one there has about the same. They're pushing it over. That is how much feed they have eaten within 24 hours. Those feeders, I fill them all the way full to the brim. There is one waterer there. This water level is down to right there. This is a 5-gallon water. They've gotten that tray quite nasty today. This is the other waterer. This one is empty. There is just a teensy bit. The tray is darn near drained. So this is also a 5-gallon water. That right there, if I had to guess, would be about 1.5 gallons, maybe 2 gallons of water. So out of 10 gallons of water, they have drank at least 8 gallons of water in this last 24 hours. That has actually decreased. The heat lamps are now off at night. They are big enough. We're out of the negative temperatures and all of that good stuff. So I have taken their heat lamps away. They cannot see at night. Therefore, they do not eat and drink at night. So that helped drastically. Prior to turning those heat lamps off, they were eating and drinking night and day, which is great. They grow very, very quickly when they do that. But they were drinking about 20 gallons of water. I was getting so tired of carrying water out here. Those 5-gallon waters are pretty heavy. There's Turkey back there putting her 2 cents in, as usual. Mouthy little thing. But water and feed, as you can see for yourself, they are eating and drinking quite a bit. Yesterday and the day before, I took on the task of cleaning out the deep litter method again. I did it roughly 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, something like that. It was right after the freeze, when the temperatures got above freezing. I came in and wiped out all the deep litter method because it had got about 10 inches deep in here. Putting bedding down every day, and the amount of chickens that are in here, they poop so much, so I decided to remove all of it. Did it again. I removed 15.5 empty feed bags, filled my empty feed bags up of deep litter. It stunk to high heaven. The meat chickens poop is, in my opinion, so much different than a standard breed of chicken. It is so stinky. It is so mushy and wet and just gross compared to normal chicken breeds. I've never seen anything else like it. I'd asked Devon why she came over here and stole chickens and didn't even have the thought of feeding, watering, and cleaning her pen out. She didn't do any of that. She literally stole chickens and took off running down the driveway. Not running, walking fast, because she can't run. She is like crippled. She walks like an 80-year-old lady when she gets out, but she stole those chickens and took off down that driveway so quick. Didn't call me till she got in the car to fess up to what she had did. Wouldn't tell me how many she took until last night. I think it was 9. I'm still not convinced that she actually only took 9. She was complaining about how bad they stunk on her way home, but that's what she gets. Putting nasty meat chickens of this size in her car to take home as pets. Like it's a freaking cat or a little puppy or something. It's a freaking meat chicken, but those are her chickens. If she wants to do that, that's more than okay with me. Butcher Day is coming up though. I'm ready. I hope she's ready. I'm more mentally ready than physically. For those of you that have been following my videos, you know that I've had a busted water pipe 2 weeks ago this past Monday. It was January 15th. The whole entire house is gutted right now. They took down 2 walls. Well, not the whole house isn't gutted. It did not affect my kids' bedrooms were the only thing, and the kids' bathroom. But the flooring is all torn up in living room, kitchens, all of that. So I've been totally exhausted. Cooking, eating out. We got turkeys over here going crazy. Work, kids, chores. I mean, I have been spread almost as thin as I can spread, but still keep on going. But mentally, I am definitely ready for butcher date. I'm ready to get these done and over with. Typically, this is my break time of no meat chickens. I raise a spring batch and a fall batch. And my spring batch is coming... I need to look it up. I think it's March 6th. I have it on my calendar. Whatever that Wednesday is in that March 6th week is the week that they're coming. Or that I got to actually go out to the hatchery and pick them up. So I will not have very much of a break. I'm not going to butcher all of these in one weekend. Purely just because of how much time it takes. I'm the only butcherer. None of my kids help butcher. Devon definitely won't help butcher. And she cannot last that long. So I'm hoping that she can last for 30 to 40 on that first butcher. And then do 30 to 40 the next go around. And then the next, or maybe do all of them. Who knows what the butcher dates will hold. But I am going to film at least one of those butcher dates. Hopefully all of them. And in the videos coming up in the weeks, I'll let you know as they get closer kind of what it's looking like as far as how many I'm going to do and when I'm going to do them. They will not be on the 8-week date. They will be on the weekend when I am off work. I do not have time to do it in the evening time and get all my chores done and kids fed and get up and go to work the next day. So it will be done on a weekend where I have the whole entire day to butcher and get everything set up and cleaned up and packaged up and all of that good stuff. It just works way better with my schedule. But thank y'all for watching this video. I will see y'all next week on the 8-week update. In the comments, if you don't mind, please say something to Devon about stealing those meat chickens and keeping them as pets. Let her know those are not pets. Those are meat. She is trying to turn her meat into a pet. That woman is she's my best friend in the whole entire world. I love her to death. She knows that. She's the worst homesteader ever. Like being self-sufficient, she has these great ideas and these great plans, but she's going to have to be a vegetarian. She can't kill anything. She gets way too attached to animals to ever be self-sufficient on her meat. But let her know that in the comments, and I will see y'all next week.